Okay, let's take a look at what you will receive when you get access to Spellbound. Enchant Mr. Right. Mihal wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to learn his method quickly and then begin applying it right away and testing it out. So he put everything you need into a fun, easy-to-follow downloadable ebook that you can access from any device, including your smartphone. Here's a small sample of what you're going to learn as soon as you get access to this program. A simple little trick that makes him convince himself that you're the perfect woman for him. Can you imagine never having to waste another minute convincing him to commit? You won't have to, because he'll convince himself. Very few women in the world know how to do this, and you're going to be one of them. The instant attention technique, the one thing that you absolutely must do immediately when you first meet your guy to hold his attention. If you skip this, the conversation will be over before it even gets started. The two things you can do to easily direct your guy toward the behavior you desire. Once you learn this, training your man will be as easy and fun as training an eager puppy. The amazing power of emotional velocity, and how to use this magical technique to infuse every interaction with fun, playfulness, emotion, and that special spark that only you can create for him. How to get him to reveal how he spends his time and money without him even realizing it. This is part of the Spellbound screening process, and you need to learn this so you don't waste time with a man who isn't up to your standards. And listen, this isn't about gold digging or anything like that. If you're looking for a lifelong partner, it's important to know what his money habits are like before you decide if you want to make him commit to you. My top 5 attraction boosters. These are easy-to-use techniques that create attraction in the guy you like easily, effortlessly, and enthusiastically. The best part is, he'll never know you're using any techniques at all because it's so easy and natural to do. A little trick I learned from stand-up comedians that can instantly cause a huge spike in his emotions and flood his brain with all those good feelings about you all over again. You know how we women often say, "Where are all the real men?" Well, the man screener technique is a surefire way to see if he's a real man within seconds. And the best part is that it's fun for both of you. A seemingly innocent thing you can do that quickly causes the emotion lock we talked about earlier. If you ever wondered what it was like to be as powerful and desirable as famous historical women like Cleopatra, then you'll love this. The invisible story technique that creates incredible attraction almost instantaneously. You'll never tell stories in the same way again once you see its power to make him hang on every word. You'll want to make sure you use this one on dates, and as you're getting to know him. You'll be surprised as you watch him become more and more fascinated with you each time you do this. How to use your words to trigger a flood of bonding hormones in his mind. Let's just say that him being afraid to commit to you is something you'll never have to deal with again. A simple test you can use when you feel like something doesn't quite add up when you're talking to a guy you're interested in. This instantly tells you if he's full of BS or if he's the real deal. A really fun way to joke with him, which will also create a deep psychological addiction to you that he won't understand. This is how sophisticated women tame the bad boy and turn him into husband material. Exactly what to do if he has cool guy syndrome, so he can just open up and be himself when he's with you. The dating detective technique that instantly tells you if a guy is hiding something. If you've ever been cheated on or found out a guy is different from what he told you he was, then this will change your life forever. The real truth about why the chemistry dies in relationships and how you can reverse that in your own relationship so that the chemistry continues to expand and grow stronger over time. The friend zone neutralizer, the single most important skill you need if you want to stay out of the friend zone with him. If he's only been platonically interested in you so far, that'll change really fast the moment you begin employing this simple technique. The number one mistake women make that instantly makes him withdraw his attention and start looking for other women. Most women don't realize what effect this has on men, so they keep doing it, but you will easily avoid this trap. The 2 heartbreaker traits that nearly every woman thinks is a good sign in a man, and why the opposite is actually true. In fact, if you spot these, just turn around and leave right then and there so you can save yourself the inevitable heartache caused by this kind of man. The one big mistake women make that instantly pegs them as just a one-night stand. If guys have been after you just for short-term sex, then pay attention to this, because this mistake is easily avoided once you know what it is. You'll learn my 5 verbal Aikido techniques. These are simple ways to eliminate 90% of the awkward pauses you have in any interaction with a guy. If you have ever felt tongue-tied after a few minutes of great conversation, this will be a lifesaver for you. The fun technique that allows you to approach the man of your dreams and make it feel like he is the one picking you up. Actually, he'll think the whole thing was his idea to begin with. How to make him feel emotionally bonded with you before you sleep with him. This way, when you first connect physically, it's an expression of love, not just some unfulfilling romp in the hay. The cardinal rule of texting that should never, ever be broken. If men have suddenly stopped responding to texts or emails, this is probably why. If you have ever been at a loss for words when trying to start a conversation with the cute guy you just ran into, these 4 types of rejection-proof conversation starters will allow you to get the flow going faster than ever before. The 8 ways you can tell when he's totally smitten with you, and how to respond so his love grows deeper over time, instead of him pulling away like so many men do without meaning to. Okay, phew, that's a lot of value from one program, and it's designed in a way so you can refer to it and keep learning from it as you go. This program is designed to be a lifelong companion and reference for you. The Emotion Locks spell for stimulating his emotional cortex is the main technique you'll learn, and you can begin using it right away to start getting the results you want. And the other stuff will be there for you when you need it. Or if you find yourself in a situation and you're not sure what to do or how to respond, you're totally covered. As you've probably noticed by now, the Spellbound formula is by far the easiest way to meet, attract, and keep that one special man in your life, and the results come fast, too. In fact, the handful of women who got sneak preview access to the Spellbound formula before it was released were all able to notice dramatically different responses from every man they talked to that same night, often within 30 minutes of learning the technique. Now, you may believe that a system that can do this much for you would cost a pretty penny, and in all honesty, it really should. After all, this system has transformed the love lives of the women who've tried it. When Michał asked them how much a lifetime of happy relationships with men is worth, they all said priceless. And when he jokingly offered them $10,000 to go back to the way their love life was before they learned Spellbound and Chant Mr. Right, they all said, absolutely no way would I go back to the way things were before. Now, you may be wondering how much a complete system like this would cost. Well, the price of Spellbound and Chant Mr. Right sold by itself is valued at $97. Yet you're not just receiving Spellbound and Chant Mr. Right today. Just for watching this presentation, Michał wants to give you free of charge these value-add bonuses to help you get results even faster and easier. First, you'll get an exclusive digital copy of his nationally published book called How to Talk to Hot Guys. This will be out in bookstores soon, but you won't have to spend a dime to get the downloadable version before it hits the market. Think of this as your companion guide for the Spellbound formula. You'll easily handle most dating situations with grace thanks to this guide. You'll gain a whole new mastery of the emotional impact languaging. We'll cover everything from how to start talking to him, how to make him more interested, get him chasing you, magic words that compel him to ask you out. You'll also learn how to handle female competition in a way that makes it so there's no other competition as far as he's concerned, because he's focusing completely on you. Everything you need to say and do is laid out perfectly for you right here. On its own, this guide is valued at $27, but it's yours free when you pick up Spellbound and Chant Mr. Right today. But that's not all. You also get the second bonus guide called Spellbound Texting. If you've ever wondered how to navigate the world of texting guys, then this guide will be worth so much to you. Texting is the most common form of communication for people, but just talking normally over text doesn't work to keep him attracted. There's an art to texting in a way that gets amazing and near-instant results, and that's what this guide covers. You'll learn how long you should wait after the first date before you text him. The timing of this is important, and now you'll know why and what to do about it. And also what to do if he hasn't texted you for a while since your date. It's guaranteed to get a fast response. Trying to make plans and he's being evasive or noncommittal with setting a date and time? Just send him my Flake Killer text, and he'll be the one chasing you to lock in plans. Has it been a little too long since you've texted him and he hasn't responded back? Send him one of these 3 magic texts and watch as he replies within seconds almost every time. Plus, I'll give you a whole collection of texts for every occasion, such as what to say if he keeps calling, but you're not interested and not sure how to get him to stop texting you, how to let him know that you don't want a second date without being mean or risking hurting his feelings. Want to know how to tell him that you're thinking about him, but you don't want to seem needy? You'll learn the perfect words that touch his heart and compels him to reply back as soon as he sees your message. Want to invite him over for a little fun, but don't want to be the one who initiates it? I'll give you word-for-word examples of how to approach this topic in a way that's respectful, but that also works to get him to take the lead. You'll learn all this and so much more in this free bonus guide, Spellbound Texting. This guide is valued at $97 on its own, but it's also yours free when you get your copy of Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right now. Now, 2 bonuses along with your main Spellbound program sound pretty good, but Meow isn't going to stop there. You also get this 3rd bonus guide called Spellbound Screening. Have you ever wasted too much time talking to a guy who didn't feel quite right, but you didn't see any clear reason to walk away? And then you felt annoyed at yourself afterward because you lost all that time talking to that guy when you could have met someone else. Someone could have been a great fit for you? I totally get it. And that's why it's critical to learn how to screen guys very quickly so that the ones who aren't a match simply lose interest and walk away or just disappear completely so that only the high-quality men remain. This is a skill you definitely must have because otherwise, guys who aren't a good fit are going to waste your time and prevent you from meeting other men who are better suited for you. Here's what you'll learn. I'll reveal exactly what to say to a man you think might be a good fit for you, but you want to make sure he's a solid, strong man first. Want to find out if he's actually successful or if he's just another guy bragging about his success so you'll sleep with him? I'll show you one sentence to say to him that instantly exposes the truth. Do you suspect that he'll be a clingy, needy, new age nice guy? You'll learn an easy way to find out and then how to gently let him know you're not interested without hurting his feelings. You'll also learn how to tell in 3 seconds if a guy is just a player trying to find someone to score with or if he's sincerely interested in you. You get all this and more in the Spellbound Screening Bonus Report. This guide is valued at $47 on its own, but it's also yours free when you get your copy of Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right now. Plus, if you act now before this presentation ends, I will toss in a one-of-a-kind super bonus worth $97. I called in a few favors from some of my older female friends here in Hollywood, and I convinced them to reveal some of their best age-defying secrets with you. I wanted to know how these women were able to keep men attracted to them regardless of their age. This is a critical skill here in Hollywood where there's such an abundance of young, gorgeous women. So these women had no choice but to learn what really works. What they told me surprised me. Their strategies had almost nothing to do with changing how they looked to please a guy. This is information straight from the source, and I've never heard this stuff anywhere. These women give you their proven methods for becoming and staying center stage in his life, regardless of age, and regardless of age difference between you two. And by the way, this isn't about becoming a cougar or anything like that. It's about increasing your desirability as you grow older and enjoying the fact that he values you more each year instead of less. Here's what you'll learn. You'll learn fun, energizing lines you can put into your conversation that give him and you a burst of youthful energy. Chances are this will get him to chase you around like you two are in high school again. A simple 10-minute makeup routine that makes you look 10 years younger without getting any dangerous plastic surgery done. Don't be surprised if people start asking you if you've had work done on your face because this little method is pure magic. How to have the energy and youthfulness of a 21-year-old with the wisdom and sophistication you've earned over the years. This rare combination will make you stand out from the other women he's met that night. The #1 secret Hollywood women use to catch and keep the absolute best men on the market. Never again will you have to feel like you're settling with anyone you're dating again. This guide is valued at $97 on its own, and I'm actually planning to sell this as a separate $97 product, but it's also yours free when you take action now. Now you can see why Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right, is valued at $97. Even without the bonuses, this is a steal. And if you were to buy the bonuses by themselves, your total investment today would be $268. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way. Just keep watching, as it won't last much longer. Of course, you could choose to just continue on the path you're on right now and pay 10, 20, maybe even 100 times as much money in the near future in the form of online dating fees, cover charges at social venues, drinks, dates, or buying expensive outfits in hopes of catching the eye of that one incredible man and hoping he likes you for more than just your looks. And I'll be honest, I don't know any woman who would be willing to spend the rest of her life feeling dissatisfied with her love life. Settling for whoever is left in the dating pool, instead of waking up every day feeling inspired and enthusiastic about a future with your beloved. And let's not even talk about the cost of divorce or breakup and the emotional cost of that happening eventually, because staying with a man who is mediocre is just too painful and life-draining. And that isn't what I want for you. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I feel you deserve to know why Mihao is about to offer you such a massive discount today, so let me share his dream with you. It's a cause that we're inviting you to join, along with thousands of other women just like you who are ready to. Finally replace dull, boring, life-draining relationships with that one magical relationship with their lifelong partner. And because of that, dramatically reduce the breakup and divorce rate in the world. I know it sounds crazy, but learning how to communicate in this unique way is what turned everything around for me and many other women. Now Mihao is inspired to share all this with you in hopes that you can finally wave goodbye to the dating pool and breathe a sigh of relief that you've not only found your one amazing special partner, but that you also have the confidence in knowing that even if you two did decide to ever part ways for some reason, you'd know exactly what to do to find someone even better, regardless of your age, weight, income, or any of that other stuff that the media tells you is important. Can you picture it now? The bottom line, how much joy and ease that would create? Mihao decided that he absolutely needs to let as many women as possible join in this cause. The good news? That means a much lower price for you because he doesn't want finances to stop anyone. That means that today you will not be paying the retail value of the Spellbound formula and the bonuses. Not even close. So your investment today will not be $151, not even half that, not even $67. Your total investment today, which includes the Spellbound formula and all the bonuses you see above, is now only one payment of just $47. Listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional triple guarantee. Just try Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right for yourself for a full 60 days. If you do not notice a huge difference in the way men respond to you your very first night out and trying this material, or if you do not notice a big difference in how enthusiastically high-quality men are pursuing you, or even if you just don't like the font Mihao used in the downloadable ebook, you name it, he'll gladly refund every penny. No question, no hassles. Look below this video and click on the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. Remember, it's not just a great bargain you're getting today. You'll be joining in on the biggest relationship-creating movement in history. You'll be part of an ever-growing community of women who want to have the best love lives possible. Click on the orange button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. You'll be granted immediate access to everything, Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right, and all the bonuses. You get all that for only one payment of $47 for taking immediate action today. Here's what will happen the moment you click the Add to Cart button below this video. First, you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page. It's going to look like this. Then, after you order, you can select the add-ons that you prefer to help you get started meeting your special man even faster. Then, simply click on the button that says Complete Your Order. It will look just like this. Finally, as soon as you place your order, you'll get an immediate email with your username and password so you can get instant access to all of your products. Plus, I have a few additional gifts waiting for you too. It's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with this whole dating thing for far too long, and the pain of continuing in a state of inaction will only lead to more frustration, no matter who you're with. And there's no guarantee that he won't begin fantasizing about other women in order to get the emotional stimulation he needs to stay interested and dedicated to you. Yet all of this can change the moment you dive into the Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right, and begin learning my simple emotional lock for communicating with his lizard brain, where all his deep emotions are stored and just waiting for you to unlock them. Picture the moment you finally have the answer you've been looking for, and he looks deep into your eyes and asks you to be his and his only. You feel alive, knowing that you're giving him what no other woman could. He's looking at you, eyes bursting with desire, the desire to make you happy in whatever new and wonderful ways he can think of. You are experiencing the kind of wild and free love you deserve at long last. Yes, it's true. Your lack of knowing how to communicate with a man's emotional cortex has up until today largely been no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to by all the silly solutions, useless rules, ineffective strategies, and the false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility for your happiness, to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies, and begin anew in your love life with a plan that is proven to work. And unlike those phony solutions, this one is guaranteed to work. Try it first for 60 full days and see the results you desire, or you pay absolutely nothing. Plus, you're always minutes away from an answer from our friendly support staff. Also, when you look below this video, you'll notice some testimonials from happy students who decided to invest in Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right. This is just a fraction of the testimonials we receive, but I want you to know that there are other people just like you getting amazing results. Immediately after you order, you'll get instant access to everything, and the first thing you want to do is watch the welcome video, where I escort you around the members area and show you how to easily access everything. Just don't put this off 1 second longer, and here's why. First, as you recall, I lowered the price by over half just so you can jump in now. Yet eventually I'm going to raise that price back up to where it really deserves to be. So act now before that happens. And let's not forget, unless you take action now, today, you may never take action. You may do what some people do and put it off just a few more days, which will turn into months, then years. So let's make sure you get what you really want and do the only smart thing you can do. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can and wisely get on the right path to an amazing love life today. Click the Add to Cart orange rectangular button below and let's get you started now. You still there? Now maybe you still have some questions, so let's jump into those right now. Here are the most common questions I get and the answers to help you out. How do I know this will work for me? It's simple. You can trust that it'll work because Michał has already done the hard part by first testing these techniques out in his own life and then teaching it to others and seeing their results. He's taught it to countless thousands of men, and he's recently started teaching this to women who are getting amazing results from it. Many women say this is the first time in their life that they actually understand how a man's mind works and how to communicate with his emotional cortex in a way he can really respond to. And like I've said before, if for some reason it doesn't work, you can take advantage of my triple guarantee and just get your money back. And that means you'll have seen the whole thing for free. That's how confident I am that this will work for you. Another question we sometimes get is, do I have to become someone else in order to use Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right? The answer is absolutely not. You are still you. But Michał is teaching you how to communicate who you are on the inside in a fun and playful way that speaks directly to his emotional cortex and bonds him to you at a deep level. If anything, Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right is going to liberate you and show you how you can be more of yourself when you're with him. In fact, don't be surprised if your regular social life gets a huge upgrade and people start calling you and inviting you out to fun events and amazing parties. That's what's happened with Michał, with me, and with countless other students. And the reason for that is that people aren't used to being around someone who is emotionally stimulating. So by having this secret skill, you're giving yourself a lifelong advantage. An advantage you can also pass along to anyone who is important in your life so they can enjoy the same benefits you're now enjoying. Another thing people ask is this manipulation? Am I just tricking him into liking me? This is a common question students have before they see the material, but that concern quickly evaporates when they actually see how these techniques work. They realize that this new way of speaking frees them up to have more fun and actually be more present with the person in front of them. Just watch. The first time you start talking in this fun new way, and you see that look in his eyes, that look that says, wow, you are amazing, and even though I can't explain it, I find myself wanting to spend more time with you. The first time you experience that, you'll be a believer and you'll know you made the right decision today when you decide to invest in yourself and learn how to enchant Mr. Right. Okay, so those are some of the questions we typically get. Just as a reminder, as a student of Spellbound, you can always email Michał and ask any question you'd like, and either he or his support staff will get back to you quickly. So act now and get instant access to Spellbound, Enchant Mr. Right, and the free limited time bonuses right now. Click the Add to Cart orange rectangular button below, and let's get you started now.